What I like about Meenu is she's a person that gets things done. She gets in there, and in some of the opportunities that she's had to support community, particularly through nonprofit work and other things, she takes on some hard stuff. You know, some of the work she's done in working with immigrant communities or working with vulnerable people, these are not easy challenges, these are difficult challenges, and they require the level of leadership that Meenu can bring quite easily due to her education and her experience and her stature. But it also means that you need to have somebody that's going to get involved, that's going to roll up their sleeves and really try to make an impact at the ground level. And that's what I like about Meenu, because she really gives the sense broadly that she doesn't just talk about it, she shows up and gets stuff done.
She's always emulated to me throughout my articles and after that volunteer spirit and just being fully involved in the community. She works with a lot of organizations, and she has throughout her career. So just even through my articles, she was very encouraging on doing pro bono work, and so I thought when the opportunity came up, she's definitely an ideal candidate.
I work here at the YMCA, and Meenu's been on our board for a number of years, and one of the things I love about her work here is she asks great questions. She asks great questions, not just as one of the lawyers sitting around the table, but as a community person that understands diverse communities and understands that great questions lead to good answers. When she's needed, she shows up. I'll give you an example. YMCA Calgary had the opportunity to speak on a radio station probably a year or two now ago, and it was a Punjabi language show. Well, I don't speak Punjabi, and I only know a couple of people who do fluently, and one of them is Meenu. So I called her up and I said, could you give me some advice on how to navigate this interview? And she said, why don't I just do it for you? We'll meet, we'll talk about what your key messages are, what you want to say. And she went on the air, and I didn't understand a word they said, but I had full trust that she was telling our organization's story well, and she was just so authentic and connected so well with the interviewer. And once again, she's a busy lady. She did not need to do that, but she did. And those are the kind of things those little things that matter, are meaningful over time, that make me respect her.
One of the biggest achievements that I know her for is being one of the founding members of Punjabi Community Health Services. And so that organization, she was a founding member, and she's currently the board chair. And the organization helps on the ground level people in the community with psychological issues, health issues, and I had the opportunity to be able to see it working for one particular individual that we ended up doing some pro bono work for, and it was great to see something that she'd built that is actually helping these people where they need to be helped, and to see that evolution of confidence gaining and all the other things that individual needed through the organization. Another achievement, so to speak, that stands out in my mind is when we did some pro bono work with Canadian Women for Women in Afghanistan, and Meenu really instilled in me the importance of giving back to your community through your career as well.
When I talk to her, it's always about the people that her organizations are serving. It's not about Meenu. It's not about the award she's going to win, although she deserves it. It's about the people that she's serving. And every interaction I have with her is like that.
And Meenu always says that her daughter calls her the includer. And so I can't think of any better word to describe her. She's so inclusive in just her everyday life, as well as being involved in the community. You could move that kind of title over into all of the work that she does there too.
She's got this sort of personal motto, which I just love and respect, and it's a very simple motto. She puts it on social media or whatever, and it's trying, always trying. That's her approach to things, just trying. Sometimes it's hard. There's challenges in the work she's doing in community, and I'm sure in the law, but she's just always trying. And I respect that, because not everybody does that. Sometimes you just fold your tent and go home if things get hard, but not Meenu. She's always trying.